So, we are working on lesson 49 today. It's all about using the spelling and grammar feature, learning about different first page feature, applying different styles to text, learning about standard Unbound report formats, and formatting a standard Unbound report with references. So, errors in a document can distract the reader, so it's important that you produce error-free documents. The spelling and grammar feature can assist you in proofreading. This feature compares the words you have keyed with words in software's dictionary. As you key, a red wavy line appears under words not listed in the dictionary, and a blue wavy line appears under words or phrases that have potential grammar, style, or contextual errors. You can correct these errors as you key by right-clicking a word above the wavy line and selecting one of the options on the shortcut menu. So here's an example of a spelling error with a red wavy line underneath it, and the blue wavy line represents possible grammatic, style, and contextual errors. Okay. So we are going to open up our document. So we need to open up lesson out of our data files, DF49A, report, which is right here. And it says scroll through the text to see the red and blue wavy lines beneath the text that the word processor has indicated as incorrect. All names are spelled correctly. So sometimes it picks up on names, like Jerry Papillus. That's actually the correct spelling. It says name. Sometimes names are not going to appear as if they are spelled correctly, so sometimes you have to ignore them. It says correct the two words in the first paragraph by right-clicking them and using the shortcut menu that appears. Okay, so this is his last name, so I am going to ignore that. And for more than 20 is spelled like this, so I just right-click with my mouse and I'm going to click on the correct spelling. Okay, then it says use the spelling task pane to correct the remaining errors. So to open up the spelling task pane, we're going to click on the review tab and click on the spelling and grammar button. Use the task pane to correct the remaining errors. Okay. So we're going to click ignore for that one. Divided into 4 teams. That should be 4. We're going to click change. Each team wrote and delivered business letters to 8 businesses in there. We're going to click change. Okay, newsletter was spelled incorrectly. So we're going to choose the first option and then click change. So this says, and the names of the businesses that supported the project will be mentioned in the next school. We're going to ignore that. Zakir is a name, so we're going to ignore that. Hilenpop is a name, so we're going to ignore that. The total amount collected by, we're going to change that. This is his last name, so we're going to ignore. Okay, and we're going to delete the word because it was repeated. Ignore that as well. Okay, click OK. Okay, and then you need to read through and correct any errors that the spelling and grammar did not detect. So sometimes you have to read through to find other errors that maybe were not corrected. Sometimes the computer can miss things. When you're done, you're going to go to File, Save As, and go to Browse, Keyboarding 8, Chapter 5, and we're going to name this 49A Spell. Okay, save, and then we're going to close it. Okay, 49B talks about different numbering and different first pages. So when you format a report in MLA style, page numbers are right aligned in the header and included on each page. In other report styles, the page number is not shown on the first page, and the page number may appear at the top or bottom of the page, aligned at the left, at the right, or centered. When the page number is not to appear on the first page, you click the header footer area to display header and footer tools, design tab, and then select different first page in the options group. So we're going to open up data file. So go to your Keyboarding 8 folder, data file 49A spell. Oh, let's see. So we actually have to go here and open up 49A spell. Okay, it says insert a page number centered at the bottom of each page. So to do that, we're going to go to Insert, Page Number, bottom of the page, and we're going to choose plain number 2. It says do not display the page number on page 1. So we're going to check different first page. And then it says verify that the page number does not appear on page 1, but it does appear on page 2. Save the document as 49B page. So our page number does not appear down here, but it does on page 2. We're going to go ahead and click Save As, and go to our Chapter 5 folder. Save this as 49A spell, or sorry, 49B page. Save, and then it says to close it. Okay. Next, we're talking about styles and sets. Styles are a collection of formats, fonts, for font size, color, paragraph spacing, alignment, and so on, that are named and stored in a style set. The default style for Word 2013 is named Word 2013. The default style is named Normal. Each style set contains styles for title, subtitle, various headings, and so on that can be quickly applied to text in a document to make it attractive and easy to read. Styles can be selected from the Styles gallery, which are on the Home tab. To see if you like how your text will appear with a specific style before you apply it, point to the thumbnail of the style you want. A live preview shows you your text style or text formatted with that style. Okay, it says that the normal style uses Calibri 11 point font black, point 1.08 line spacing, and 8 point spacing after paragraphs. Okay dokie, so we're going to open up open up 49B page. So that would be the one that we just recently opened. You can go in to find it on Keyboarding 8 Chapter 5, 49B page. Okay, and it tells us to format the report title in the title style. So this is the title. I'm going to highlight it. And I'm going to choose title. Okay. And notice like when I hover over the top of these, it kind of gives me a preview of what it will look like. It says to format the side heading in heading 1 style. So this would be the side heading. Okay. Note you can use the format painter to quickly copy the format of the first side heading to each of the side headings. So for here, I'm going to use the format painter. And you know what? I'm going to double click on it to make sure it's set. And I'm going to highlight each of these side headings. Okay. Or you could simply highlight each of them and make sure you choose heading 1. Okay. It says save this document as 49C styles. So we're going to go to chapter 5. 49C styles is the name. Save it. And then it tells us to close. Alright. Next, we're going to be talking about standard Unbound reports. Okay. Short reports are often prepared without covers and binders. If they are more than 1 page, a paper clip or staple in the upper left corner usually holds them together. These reports are called Unbound reports and are frequently formatted using a standard format. The standard format for your report will use the following. Margins. Use the default margin on all pages and begin page 1 and the reference page at or near the 2-inch mark, vertical mark. Page numbering. Do not number the first page. Insert a centered page number in the footer or a right-aligned page number in the header for the second and subsequent pages. Line spacing. Use the default line spacing. Styles. Use title style for the report title and heading 1 style for the side headings. Textual citations. Key textual citations in parentheses in the body of the report at the point where the credit for the paraphrased or quote material is given. Quotations that are fewer than 4 key lines are enclosed in quotation marks. Long quotations that occupy 4 or more key lines are indented ½ inch from the left margin. Reference list. Key and format references in title style near the 2-inch vertical mark position. Key each reference using a 0.5-inch hanging indent style. Use the same line spacing that you use for the body of the report. Number the reference list page in the same manner that page 2 and subsequent pages are numbered. There's a sample standard Unbound report right here. It should look something like this. Okay. And then here's an example of what the references page might look like. Okay, you can also view this on page 188 in your textbook. Alright, so we're going to open up 49D or DF49 reports. Go to your data files, DF49D report is right here. Okay, format all text in Calibri 11 point. So I'm going to use Shift A to select the whole thing, and I'm going to change my font to Calibri 11 point font. Verify that the line spacing is set to point. So go to line spacing options 1.08, which it is, and that the spacing after paragraph is set to 8 points. Click OK. It says to begin the title near the 2-inch vertical position. So if over here you don't see the vertical position, you need to make sure that this is checked to turn it on. Okay. and it should say at. So right now we're at the 1 inch mark. I'm going to hit enter until the at changes to almost 2 inches. So at 1.9 is pretty decent. If I were to hit enter one more time, it would change it to 2.2. So I'm just going to leave it at 1.9. Okay. It says format the report title in title style. So I'm going to highlight this, Internet Etiquette, and I'm going to change it to title. Okay, and then it says format the 4 side headings in heading 1 style. These are the headings, side headings. So we're going to change that to heading 1 style. Double click on the format painter and we're going to highlight each of these to be that heading 1 style. Okay, it says to insert, step 4, insert a page break. I'm going to turn off the format painter. Insert a page break after the last paragraph of the report. So to insert a page break, we can either go to the layout tab and choose breaks, page break. Right here, we could click right there. Or you could press Control Enter on your keyboard. That also enters in a page break. Okay, and it says to format references in title style. The Home tab, click the title style. And we need to start this at the 2 inch mark, so I'm going to hit the Enter key until we're about to 2 inches, which is about right there, which looks fine. And then it says for step 5, format the references in 0.5 inch hanging indent. So we're going to highlight the references, go to the paragraph launcher, choose special, hanging, make sure it says 0.5. Okay. All right, then it says insert a centered page number in the footer. So we're going to go to insert page number, bottom of the page, plain number 2, and we're going to choose different first page so that it takes it off of the first page. And then we're going to use review, grammar and spelling and grammar check to correct the errors. Okay. So it says Netiquette covers the do's and don'ts of another on the or one another on the internet. So we don't want to choose interest, we want to choose internet. Change. We're going to ignore that. Received, change. Ignore that one. Don't needs a comma. Okay. Change, we'll change that. Change that as well. Okay. And then it says to save the document as 49D report and close it. So file, save as. Let's go to our chapter 5 folder and we're going to name it 49D report and save. Okay. Last step. Okay, is standard Unbound report with references. So it tells us to do research and write a report about internet safety tips. Find information about internet safety in your local library or on the internet. Include an introduction that explains why internet safety is important to those who use the internet for research, email, chat rooms, and instant messaging. Include 6 to 8 internet safety tips that apply to boys and girls your age. Use at least 2 sources of information. Note the reference information for each source. Format the report in standard Unbound style, using appropriate style for the report title and the side headings. Include at least 2 in-text citations. Create a reference page as the last page of the report, listing all of the sources you used. Use spelling and grammar, proofread carefully, and correct any errors or make necessary revisions to your text. Save the document as 49E report and close it. So for this report, guys, it only needs to be about 1 page. So you can't use internet etiquette. This is more internet safety tips, but your report should look very similar in format to this report that we just created in 49D report. Note how things are cited in parentheses, and you need at least 2 references, so 2 internet sites that talk about internet safety. And like 5 paragraphs worth of text would probably be plenty. So it shouldn't be any longer than this report, and it should look similar in how you set up your report to this report that we just finished. Good luck, and let me know if you have any questions.